Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful queens. How are we doing? So this is a kinky twist that I'm doing. This is a short length anyway, a shoulder length kinky twist. So you're welcome back to my channel. Nice having you around. So if this is the first time you are joining us, this how we do tutorials on how to make braided wigs, anything about wigs in short, whether braided wigs or hair, whatever, as far it is wigs, this is how we do it. So if you are just joining, you are welcome. Please, you can do well to say a hi for me to know you are there. You can drop your question and also where you are watching from. So it's a short one. I did one some weeks back, though that was a lengthy one. So this was requested, but in short length. And if you're my returning subscriber, I want to say a very big thank you for always coming around. So this is how I do my kinky twist. So since I'm at the toppermost, the parting area, this is how small I'm taking it, because I don't want it big. I don't want it to be very full, so it's very small. I'll call it a micro twist. So I'm sectioning it into my attachment rack for it to be very easy for me to pick. This is the size I'm going for. And I want a fluffy look. We know that when it comes to kinky, well, it all depends on how you twist. We give you the result you are looking for, whether you want it fluffy or you want it firm. It all depends on how you twist it. But for me, I like going for a fluffy look. So for me to go for a fluffy look, or to get that fluffy look, I always use a different pattern of twist to do that. So let me section my hair. So as I said, I don't want this to be very full, so I'm being careful. We know how kinky is. Kinky can be very, very full. You can drop a hi for me to know you are washing and where you are washing from. And if you have a question, please feel free to ask your question. You can also support this video by giving a like, a thumbs up. You can click the top right, the three dots at your top right to support this video. I'll really appreciate it. So, this is the first part. Hello, Shidan. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? Thanks for coming around and thanks for saying hi. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Where are you watching from? Dan. So for the first part, I like to do a little bit of brush. a little bit of brush at the front. It gives it that natural look. Oh, from Nigeria. That's great. Thanks for coming around. Shidan. Thank you so much. So this is how I go with the twist. It's not the regular twist. I don't really twist it. I flip it over because I'm looking for, I don't know if you can see it. I flip it, just interchange. I don't twist. If you can see it, let me know. This is how I do it. But I make sure it is firm. But if it is the other twist, I just, with my finger, just twist it before exchanging. But this I'm not, because I want to have a fluffy look. To give me that fluffy look when you use the human hair Kinky. So this method gives that fluffy look, as if you are using the human hair version of it. So when I get to the tip, then I can twist it to lock it, because I don't want it to unravel. I can twist and lock. This is how it will look. Give it some few seconds or even a minute. It will shrink up and gives that fluffy look like the rest of this one. I don't know if you can see it properly. If you don't understand, you can let me know so I can go over it again. You can give a hi for me to know you are there, and to support this video, please click, double tap your screen to give a like. So I first of all braid it down, do a braid first. Then I divide the third one into two and split it to the remaining two to then twist. I am still using that same method of twist. Hello, Nadine. How are you doing? Sorry if I didn't pronounce it properly. Oh, thank you. Damn, you can see it. Oh, I'm so grateful you responded. Nadine, thanks for coming around. I really appreciate you coming. Yeah, welcome. So please give a like, double tap your screen to give a like. You can ask your questions. So I want you to see it. So it's the same method I'm still using on this. Then I get to the bottom of it, the tip. I don't just do that loose twist at the tip. I make sure I lock it by doing it tight. You can see how it's coming out. You can see the pattern of it. It gives that fluffy look, because I don't want a stiff look. I want a fluffy look. That's why I'm using this method of twist. And the product too you use. You know, we have different products of Kinky. I've used different products, so I know what I go for when I want to make a particular texture of Kinky. The product I should use when I want to make it look fluffy. Oh, should I? Yeah, I'm also in Nigeria. I'm here in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. So thanks for supporting me. So give me a like to support this video. So this is how it goes. I want you to see it. That's why I'm adjusting the tripod stand. And lock. These are the ones I've done first. You can see the fluffy look it gives when you are using this loose method to twist. I don't know if you, let me bring it further. See the fluffy look it gives. So this is what I'm looking for. I don't want the stiff look. I want it fluffy. And this is the little brush I did, just little of it. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we are. As Africans, we are so creative. We are. Dan, thanks. And you are absolutely right. We use different means to bring out our creativity. Thank you so much. So the same method I'm using. Same method. So as I said earlier on, if you want your twist to be stiff or you want it very dry, not fluffy, there's a twist you go for it. Then you go with you use the method of the regular twist. That's how to do it. That is to make it firm. So, but this one, I want it to be fluffy. Just feel the fluffy it is, it gets next to or looks so similar with the natural kinky. When you use the natural kinky extension, it gives that look. you have a question, you can drop your question. So you can drop a like for me. You can drop a like to support this video. So when it gets to this back, there is something I always do, that is from the aspect of the closure. I don't weave it to the side. I do it to the back because I want it to face the back, to relax at the back. So what I do is that I take 2 rows depending on how long the closure is. I use 2 rows to the back, or even at times 3 to 4 rows going to the back, because I want it to be facing the back. Not like the other ones that I did to the side. So this is it, the one I just did now. You can see it's so in this particular closure, anyway, I'm using 6x6 closure for this unit, 6x6 closure. So I did 2 rows to the back. The one I did some weeks back, I used 7x7 closure, and I did 4 rows to the back. It always gives it this relaxed look and make it look so natural. The way you arrange your braiding hair matters. Well, as I said, it all depends on what you want to achieve. Depends on what you want to achieve. Just having cold coming in. So you can give me a like to support this video. Double tap your screen to give a like, or you also click on the 3 dots at your right hand side to support this video. So I'm done with this side, so I'm moving to this other side. Still the same process that I did for the first one. Still the same thing I'll do in this second part. So this is the thickness. This is how thick I want it to be. I don't want it bulky or full. I don't want much volume on it, and because of the pattern of twist that I'm using is not tight, it tends to be I wouldn't want to call it fluffy, but in the aspect of volume, when you twist that way, it swirls. Let me use that. It swirls, so you need to be very careful. Despite the fact that I'm saying I don't want it full, it can also appear full. because that pattern of twist gives it volume, and that volume, I don't want much volume on it, so I have to be watchful, I have to be careful. So we ventilated this part using Kinky, that is the closure, and it's even looking so natural. So just like what I did earlier on, sectioning my hair. So I'm done with sectioning the hair. As I said, the first part I always do a little brush on it. I'm just looking for a way if you will see how I do the brush. Let me see. Let me adjust this. Okay. I think to be better this way. So this is the first one. What also determines your brush, how backward your brush will go, it's also the size of the hair you cut, which is this. I want to pin this down so that when I create that brush, my net will not be pulling back. Because if it is not firm, I won't get that brush that I'm looking for. There are so many ways to create your brush, but when you want to plait it, you start it from the back. That's how I do mine. I start from the back. I don't pick the hair from the middle. I start the back. So I have like 30-70%. The 70% will be at the front, while the 30% is what I will split into two. This one pulled off. The 30% is what I will split into two to form the two smaller hands of my braids. Those that braid, I believe they understand what I'm saying. So I've created the brush. Now I start with my method of twist. Remember, I'm trying to get a fluffy look. So the twist will not be tight, it will be loose twists, but firm to some extent. So when I get to the tip, I twist tight and lock. I don't know if anybody have noticed it, but I've noticed that kinky twist is now trendy. Kinky hair is now trendy. Yaki hair is now trending. I don't know if you've noticed it, but that's what I've noticed. Everybody wants to do that natural look, but doing it in a comfortable way where you protect your natural hair. So if you are just joining us, please do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also double tap your screen to give a like, or click on the three dots at your top right to support this video. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. For if you are new here, thank you so much for coming around. I really appreciate it. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you for always supporting. Thank you so much. So this is how we do on my channel, bringing out or demonstrating how to get a style done. And another thing we do is, maybe you have a question for a particular style, or you want to see how a particular style is being done, then you can drop a message for me to demonstrate how to do the style. I'll be glad to demonstrate it, to do a tutorial on that style. You can drop your comments, where you are watching from, or you can say hi for me to know you are there. If there is something you don't understand, you let me know, then I explain again. So as I said earlier on, this one will be going backwards, these two. So I'm done with the closure part. It's meant to for me to do it. So this is how it looks. This is how, oh sorry, I thought, yeah. So this is how it looks. I'm done with the closure aspects. So this is how it looks. All well arranged. All so there's it. So it's for me to braid some at the end of it, the edge rather, to cover the closure. Then after that, I think I'll be done with it. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that joined me in making this braid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And as I said earlier on, if this is your first time of joining, please do well to come back another time, or you just subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload any video or when I'm live like this, you'll be notified that a video has been uploaded. And there's so many things we do on my channel, anything or everything about wigs. These are the things I do on my channel. So thank you so much, my returning subscribers. I want to say a very big thank you. I really appreciate it. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Double tap your screen to give a thumbs up, or click on the three dots at your top right to give a like to support this video. So thanks so much, and see you on my next video. Bye.